Welcome to Becoming Saiyans.
A Dragon Ball rewatch podcast.
And we're back. I'm Truman. And I'm Jesse. And this is Becoming Saiyans, a Dragon Ball rewatch podcast. On today's episode, we have watched 2 episodes of Dragon Ball. Episode 106 and 107 of it, titled Terrible Tambourine and Tien's Atonement. Terrible Tambourine came out in Japan on March 23rd, 1998, and in America September 5th, 2003, while Tien's Atonement came out on April 6th, 1988, and September 9th, 2003. Jumping into some differences from the manga and trivia, we have to start with the beginning, which is Piccolo and his kind have 5 fingers in the anime, but only 4 in the manga. Goku commenting that eating symbol might be bad is not in the manga. Piccolo trying in vain to contact the deceased symbol isn't in the manga, along with everything that happens in that scene. Tambourine's killing of Giran is greatly expanded in the anime. The manga only shows him already beating him, and as the Panda family watched as he killed the latter people. The pandas are the only animals who appear in the manga. In the anime, there's a whole more thing with the village. All of the fight and everything is all added. The scene of Tien and Roshi talking strategy to gather the Dragon Balls after collecting the 2-star is not in the manga. The entire scene of Tambourine accidentally stumbling upon the Kame House and almost killing Yamcha before Piccolo calls him away is added. The timing of Piccolo contacting Tambourine is different. In the manga, he says it right after Giran, while in the anime, it's right before he kills Yamcha. Goku's explanation to Yajirobe about what Dragon Balls are is interrupted by Tambourine in the manga, but not in the anime. Some trivia is, in the Japanese version, the baby bear that thought Tambourine was Kami-sama, coming to strike down Giran for his bad deeds. This was changed to him thinking that Tambourine was not, or was a hero in the English version. And also, Tambourine lays out his calling card. He tells the baby, "So sorry, I'm not Kami-sama, you brat," which is ironic because of stuff we'll find out later. It is inferred that Papa Bear actually survived Tambourine's cut in the Japanese version, while the English dub explicitly says that Tambourine killed him. In the very last scene, Goku and Yajirobe are looking up in apprehension as if Tambourine was already upon them, but they don't encounter him until the end of next episode. Speaking of that next episode, we go into some differences from the manga. The first part is the Piccolo fingers thing. The second one is the scene where the trio of people get the 3-star bar from the pirate is filler. The entire subplot of Tien atoning to the man he injured is also added. Goku and Yajirobe never left the spot where Symbol died in the manga. But here we have a full hilarious scene of them chasing them around while jumping back to the raider. Be like, "Holy crap, it's moving really fast, you better hurry," and all that stuff. Trivia is the pirate captain almost looks exactly like the bear thief from the Nimbus Cloud of Roshi. He is also voiced by the same person in the Funimation dub. The public sergeant bears a resemblance to Suno and Chao's fathers. There's a minor swear in the episode in the Funimation dub. When Tien asks the man for the Dragon Ball, the man replies, "Dragon Ball? What the hell is that?" And that's all the trivia and differences from the manga we have in this episode. So, previously on Dragon Ball, we have a nice little cookout of Symbol, where while that is going on, we also have Roshi, Tien, and Shatsu going on a hunt for their Dragon Balls and trying to hunt them down before Piccolo can get them. And speaking of Piccolo, him and his group of people are very distraught by the fact that Symbol is probably more than likely, dead. And so they call on Tambourine to go get him right after Tambourine killed Giran and is about to kill Yamcha. And he leaves Yamcha saying, "I'll come back for you after I finish this," and flies off to get them. The second episode, all that happens in that one is that we get a really hilarious, funny chase scene of Goku and Yajirobe just all over the land. And while Tambourine is also trying to catch up to them to get the Dragon Ball from them. And while that's all going on, Roshi and the gang go and get a couple of Dragon Balls, and Tien has an atonement with a guy who he also broke the leg of. And that's what you missed on Dragon Ball. Jesse, go for it.
Fun episodes. I like them. These are great. These we were having fun watching them. We were laughing about them a lot.
Yeah.
Like especially the chase scene. That was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That chase scene is up for is already just going to be nominated.
Yeah,
for
it's best part of the episode. It's just that chase.
Because it was just one of those classic, just like dumb hijinks that they get into in these shows. Where like, you know, even though it was completely added to the anime, it was quite funny. It also was a good way to show you like Yajirobe is literally like as they're going through, like Yajirobe is just Goku, but
he's on par with Goku in a lot of different ways.
Like he literally is just Goku if Goku just never left the forest.
Yeah, it's literally my second thing is he really is just Goku, but like if he was never found.
Like alternate history Goku.
Yeah. Goku if the butterfly got stepped on 3,000 years ago or whatever, you know. But yeah, these episodes are fun. They're definitely filler episodes and you can feel it. Like the plot points that are from even like just watching it and watching it this time, it's like these are definitely like transition filler episodes where it's like we have to get to, you know, Tambourine showing back up to kill Goku and probably Yajirobe, or at least attempt to. But we can't just immediately jump to that. So we got to have some stuff happen. And the stuff that happens is everything that happened in these episodes.
Yeah.
Like, these episodes are almost completely skippable. There's like maybe about 5 minutes of each of them that are actually like necessary watching. But that doesn't mean they're not fun.
At least a little bit more you could probably argue that you would want to watch as well.
Yeah, there's a lot in these that are fun and good to watch. But as far as necessary, there's only really the fact that Roshi and the gang are going after Dragon Balls, and that Tambourine's
trying to kill Goku
is trying to come back to kill them. Yes, and then you cut to him showing up as they're like, you know, showing up and like how it is in the manga, and they're just sitting around the campfire eating on Simple, you know.
Yeah.
And like that is basically all you really need to know, but there's also a whole lot more in these episodes that are fun to watch.
So it's like there's more character building in these episodes.
Yeah,
like I love finding out that Tien's broken other people's legs. That's like his go-to when he like wants to hurt you. He just breaks your leg.
Yeah, 13 broken bones in the leg is what the guy said.
It took him 2 years to make it home.
Yeah,
because obviously he wasn't fighting in his hometown.
Yeah,
it was at some sort of tournament or stage of some kind.
Which also shows that Tien has been running this tournament game for a while now. So
where he just shows up,
wins a tournament,
borderline kills a person and destroys their career.
Yeah, and
doesn't elaborate, leaves.
Takes the money, leaves, which is crazy. That like he's just been getting away with this for so long, and it was just normal for him. And then like one encounter with the gang, and he's like, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me.
You know what? Maybe I am a bad person.
Yeah. If it's not the chase scene as the best part, the best part is that like the scene where he's talking to the man, like in the bed, like in the house and stuff. You know,
he's atoning for his past sins.
Yeah. He says like, "I'm sorry. I'm not that person anymore. I was that person for a while. I'm trying to be a better person." And you know he has Roshi there to prove that like he's on a different path. Because people know Roshi because the cops all show up or the SWAT team or whatever.
Yeah, like in that scene, like it also I think is one of those things. Like it's added, but I do like that it's added because it does show that like people are trying to catch who's ever killing all these martial artists. The problem is they don't know it's just some like green flying monster man. Yeah, so they accuse the next most likely person that they can figure out, and it's the guy who until like a month ago
was very brutal.
Was very brutal and would probably be willing to kill other martial artists.
Yeah.
And also has the skills to do so. I mean he went pretty toe to toe with Goku.
Yeah.
If you can go toe to toe with Goku, you can probably kill most people in this universe.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it's just that like it does show that, and it also shows just that like, you know, Tien has a history of being kind of a bad guy. Like it had been like, you know, implicitly told to us that, you know, him training with Crane and all of that is not like been good for him. Yeah. And it's against his moral character.
I mean, our literal first encounter with him is him scamming villages out of money.
Yeah.
By solving their pig problem.
Yeah.
Pig boar thing problem.
And so, like, it makes sense that, like, people are going to be wary of him, especially if they've ran into him before. They're going to be like, yeah, it's probably that three-eyed guy, you know?
Yeah, it's probably the usual suspect.
Yeah.
Because let's be totally honest. A lot of the time, you could probably say 40% of the time, which is it's a massive amount of the time.
Yeah.
Whoever you have the most suspicion against in the first like week of an investigation, probably there's a reason why you feel so suspicious about him.
Yeah.
Now, I say 40% because that does calculate for just like biases and errors.
Yeah.
Like in this situation, biases and errors.
Yeah.
But like, it's pretty good chance you got the right guy if your mind immediately goes to somebody as soon as you hear something like that.
Yeah.
Especially if he shows up at your door and you're also an ex-martial artist.
Yeah. As this, like, mass killing spree of martial artists is going on.
Little does he know, because he hasn't entered a martial arts tournament in forever, he's almost certainly not on the list. But he doesn't know that. He knows he's an ex-martial artist, and ex-martial artist or martial artist and ex-martial artist are getting killed.
Yeah.
So,
and it seems like it's not just the most recent World Martial Arts Tournament, unless Bacterian and Girin were both also involved in that and just didn't do well. But
which wouldn't be entirely surprising.
Yeah. But it also, if not that, then it's also the previous martial arts tournament as well that they're going after.
Yeah.
Which means that, like, Our Lady is under, that lady, I can't remember her name now, but the lady who, like, acts all cute to Nam, she's gonna get killed. We can't have that happen.
Oh, so much beauty gone in this world.
That lady that I can't remember the name of.
Dude, I care so much about it.
I can't believe she's gonna die.
I guess in our defense, that was like over half a year ago that we watched that episode.
Yeah.
So, in our defense, it's pretty understandable. We don't remember her name off the top of our heads right now.
Before we were doing predictions, like, that being part of the show, like you said, I'm pretty sure Girin shows up a lot. He's now all dead. So, Jesse, I don't think he's going to show up past this.
There's got to be some other character that's, like, named that. Because, like, I've heard that name. Or, like, there's another person in some other show I know that's
or,
named
like,
Girin.
another person that's, like, close to that in this show.
Yeah, like
after, like,
Jiren. Maybe it's
yeah,
Jiren.
there's a character named Jiren.
Yeah,
like,
that's
way down
where,
the line and super. So
that's maybe where my brain's going. It's like, I know this name.
Girin is Jiren? Question mark. Let's start theory crafting today.
Yeah.
That's just a theory.
It's gonna be really funny when we meet Jiren as like some white woman.
Yeah, it's completely different.
It's like that's about as far away from Girin as you can get.
Yeah, it's a naked mole rat that has power levels over 9,000.
It's a naked mole. Well, a naked moleback would be even closer than just a white woman.
No, it's like a naked mole rat that doesn't actually speak English. It's literally just a rat that they keep around.
It's the Kim Possible naked mole rat.
Yeah, it's like that pink guy from Dragon Ball Z, but it's just a little mole rat,
It's like, boo.
Who? Why are you trying to scare me, Jesse?
Anyway.
Back to our notes. Immediately after the whole Goku stuff, where it's like Goku and Yajirobe sitting around, and like we literally just see that like Yajirobe is just Goku. It's that we jump to where Girin is at right now, not Jiren, but Girin, and he's like torturing and tormenting this like town. He's like showing up like, give me your food, I'm gonna take it. What are you gonna do? Fight me?
Which is incredibly on brand for him.
Completely on brand. The only person he seems to fear in this world is Goku. Because the last time we saw him, he was doing the same thing. He was like, ha ha, we can hold the water back as much as we want to.
And Goku's like, no, I think I want this water. He's like, okay, figure it out.
You can have the okay, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I will see myself out of this.
This water? Oh, this is water for everybody.
Yeah, this is everyone's water. This is the Lord's water.
Man, can we have like a Goku but for billionaires in our world?
Yeah.
Like, you have the water. We don't need them.
Yeah, Goku shows up and he's like, I think this water is supposed to belong to everybody, right? And they're like, oh, yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Honestly, you can just blow it up. You can blow up the data center. It's all good, man.
And he kind of does he pulls the same tricks Girin does on Tambourine that he did on Goku the first time. Meaning that, like, if if Giran could survive this encounter, he probably would start treating Tambourine the same.
Yeah. The problem is, by the time I think he realizes he's screwed, he's already dead.
Yeah. It's like the moment of realization is like right after he tail smacks him. He's like, oh no.
And at that point, it was too late because we've learned when you make contact with Tambourine, he gets really mad.
Yeah, he was like, "You're the first one of these fighters to land a hit on me. Now you die." And one of the most brutal executions. I know we keep saying that, but we're up in the ante every time somebody dies on the screen because he does like the reverse flash, vibrating hand through the chest thing. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. We were actually joking about Toonami like censoring that or taking that out.
It wasn't on the trivia.
In the trivia, so they usually mention that stuff.
Yeah. Normally they're like, yeah, Toonami thought that was too hardcore, so they didn't do it.
So they had him shoot a beam and then he died or something, or like karate chop him.
Or where you see him go in for that and then you cut to him dead with like the sound of like something
weird like that.
And then we're like, okay, well, Giran's dead, and the little boy or the little boy is like, "You're our hero," and the dad's like, "I want to give you a good shake of the hand, say thank you."
Yeah. It's like,
yeah, Jesse wrote down the quotes, but I'm paraphrasing. But
you liberated us, kills him immediately.
Yeah, yeah, they're like, "Thank you for liberating us," and he's like, "Well, now you're liberated forever from life." And then he flies away. Yeah. And he's like,
that's when we flash back to Yamcha and Bulma and all them, where Tambourine's get ready to like kill him.
Yeah, and this is one of the sillier parts of these episodes. Not in like this is fun to watch, but it's like, what are we doing? So Tambourine is flying to where the island is
to find Yamcha.
Which
let's set it up first. Everyone knows it's some like there's some sort of monster coming to kill all these martial artists. Yeah. That was established like episode 1.5 because it wasn't even all the way through 2.
Yeah,
like it was like 1.5 episodes.
It was like three martial artists are dead, and they immediately were like, okay, so we gotta leave.
Yeah, so we gotta get out of here. And so they hide on this island, which apparently isn't incredibly far away from like Roshi's island.
Far enough away that they don't have to be 100% worried that he's gonna find them, but close enough that they can rebuild when it's time. You know?
Yeah, and so
Tambourine's flying. He's like, man, I must be lost. I don't see no island over there. Hey, you welcome. Hey, you guys. Like, you want to tell me about this island? They're like, oh yeah, it's like over that way.
And then Bulma opened her stupid dumb mouth.
Yeah.
I hate saying this about Bulma because for all of his purposes, she's generally pretty smart, but she pulls the classic, "Hey, that's the island we used to live at."
And then he hadn't looked really at Yamcha yet.
Like, he hadn't bothered because he was so focused on like assuming everyone was going to be where they're supposed to be.
Yeah. So like the moment it goes, she says that Tambourine's like,
wait a second.
You're Yamcha, aren't you?
I'm going to kill you now.
and
it's like, Bulma, please. Here, Bulma. Hey. The next time a weird monster shows up and is asking for directions, when you know a weird monster is out there killing people at their like home locations they have listed on their registration sheets, maybe you don't say anything.
Yeah, you just let them go, pack up the house, and fly away.
Because obviously he's going to find out when he gets there, oh, that was probably who I had to kill. So you have maybe 10 minutes to leave.
Yeah, and we know with Dino Caps, all you gotta do is push whatever button makes him go back into the capsule form.
Yeah.
Push the other button on the next plane or whatever you have, and jet away from this place.
Yeah.
But my other question is, why is Yamcha's location down as the Kame house instead of his house in West City where he lives with Bulma?
Because I believe he registered at this new tournament under Roshi's address because he was training with Roshi before this tournament. That has got to be that's the reason why. I just assume that was
I guess.
But it'd be the same thing as like Goku might not have listed Roshi's house. He probably still did because he had like any permanent residence. Yeah. But he might not have because he was just roaming the land until he showed up.
That would be hilarious if like, okay, so let's say Krillin doesn't immediately die and Tambourine's going around killing the martial artists. He like goes to the Kame house, kills Krillin, and then flies around to kill the other people, and he's like, what? The Kame house again. He flies back down, kills Goku. and goes back to kill like Nam or whatever, and then he's like, "What? The Kame House again?" and flies back again. It's like think about it that way. If he's just going and like he's just going through the list, he's just like these other two guys like really fought me hard. Anyways, back to you're not the ones I'm worried about. And then he flies away.
Yeah,
then he comes back. He's like, "Okay, sorry, you are one of the ones I'm worried about." Kills them, flies away. He's like, "Okay, you are also one of the ones I was worried about."
It would be kind of comedic.
It would be. It's funny, but like, there's no way they would let anybody involved would let that happen.
Yeah, because it's like it'd be funny like the second time he has to go back, but by the third time, people are like, "Come on, just like, what are we doing?"
Yeah.
He should have known by the time he landed.
Yeah. So back onto this world. This world makes no freaking sense. There's like a whole animal park region where all these animals live together in like a little park or what, little town where they're like, "Yeah, we're like from, Arthur,
Yeah.
It's like that, and it's like, what is this? Where are you from? Meanwhile, in the next episode, there's a literal land pirate ship rolling through the land with like a whole bunch of pirates, which is also led by like a bear man, which is like, okay, we do have like animal people in this world occasionally, not normally all living together. We haven't seen that yet up until last episode. But we do have like animal people that just kind of all, cohabitate with the regular people. But we've never once seen a roving band of pirates. Like, where are you guys? What is this?
Who are you people?
What is up with this world? Where is Antarctica on this map? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense, Jesse. We had it marked down, but now we also have to add that there is an Antarctica that's not connected to our Pangea, and like surrounding islands.
Yeah.
And there's obviously like a whole area that's just like animal people only. And not just that, it's like we got to get the history of this planet, because like what happened to make pirates exist at the same time as dino caps? What is this world? It doesn't make any gosh darn sense, and it's never going to make sense to me. Jesse, what is your idea?
Just stop worrying about it, bro.
No, but it's going to bother me every time.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes the best world building is when you just forget about it.
Yeah. But
I think right now, especially with Toriyama, like you just gotta let it happen.
Yeah, he let another one of his shows exist. I was rewatching Dragon Ball Super, and they showed up in that again. Like there was the one scene I told you about. The Penguin Village people showed up again, and there was that one part I told you about where Goku's doing a thing and he like pops up randomly. There's a whole episode where Goku and Ariel fight each other again in Dragon Ball Super, and it's like, what are we doing? What is this? Toriyama's just like, yeah, all my people that I've ever created all exist in the same world, and that you're just gonna have to deal with it. Tokyo and Penguin Village exist.
Actually, you know what? Blue Dragon doesn't exist in the Goku.
That we know. That we know.
Well, if they do, they got a really weird like moveset because they eat like a gummy gun like candy thing, and they get like spirit powers.
Well, I mean,
yeah, like they get. I guess the best way to describe it is I just blanked on his name, but like Shadow Birdman from My Hero. I just blanked on his name.
Oh yeah.
They have like those powers. So, like you have like a spirit that fights behind it, but they can cast like spells and stuff.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty
they
cool.
They might exist. We don't even know. We haven't made it there yet. Maybe they are on this planet. Yeah, I don't know.
My partner's a big fan of that game, so I've watched the game. I've watched my partner play that game.
And then going back to the pirates though. The pirates are like, we've got a Dragon Ball. It means nothing to me, but it must mean everything to you, so give me 1 million zeni. And then Roshi's like, how about a lottery ticket and a coupon for beers?
Yeah, a lottery ticket and a beer coupon. And then they just decide, we're going to kill you, because that's so dumb.
And then Chiatsu goes full Magneto on it.
Yep.
They're just like, Chiatsu, do it! And he's like, all right, I'm going to grab every bullet that is shot and then just drop them on the ground.
Yep.
And then at that same time, Tien and Roshi have knocked out every other pirate and grabbed our main pirate's gun. And so then he's like, okay, here. And then they knock him out and they move on. Then we cut back to the fun chase scene, which this is where that starts happening. Yajirobe basically told Goku to kick rocks at the end of the last episode. So he's just walking away, and then Goku's following him. And he's like, why are you following me? He's like, I'm not following you. I'm sticking next to the Dragon Ball so that when that guy shows up, I'll be able to fight him.
I'll be able to beat him up.
Yeah. And so then Yajirobe's like, well, stop. And he's like, no. And so then Yajirobe starts to walk a little bit faster. So Goku walks a little bit faster. Then Yajirobe starts running. And then Goku starts running.
And he's also like accusing Goku of lying. He's like, you're lying. You're trying to take my Dragon Ball.
And he's like, no, I want to fight Tambourine again.
He's like, yeah, I do need the Dragon Ball, but I'm mostly just here to like beat the monster that's going to try to kill you later.
Yeah. And so then they just start dead sprinting across the land. And at this point, this is at the end of the last episode when he shows up to kill, when Tambourine goes to kill Yamcha, he stops right before he does it. He stops short. And because Piccolo says, go to where Symbol just died and kill them slowly. I want you to rip their skin off, like layer by layer.
I want their their descendants to fill it.
I don't want them to have descendants. I want to end this bloodline immediately. So, Tambourine goes that way. And he shows up and he's like, there's nobody here. And they're like, what? Oh, the Dragon Ball. It is flying, northwest, I think is what they say.
Well, technically, at this point, it is swimming northwest.
Yeah, but, they're just saying it is going really fast. And they don't know that they're swimming. They're just like, it's moving real fast across from, northwest or whatever, south or northeast or whatever. And so the Tambourine starts to chase after them. But then we cut back, and Yajirobe is, speed swimming while Goku's, right on his heels. It's so funny. It's like they're tied together. Goku is just staying far enough behind where he's behind, but not drastically behind. Enough that if Yajirobe made a sudden movement to go a different direction, he could make the movement with enough time. And so, that's what's going on in this episode is they're running, they're jumping, they're climbing, they're, falling, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we were making jokes about, different scenarios.
Yeah.
I forget what you brought up, but I brought up the Skyrim career meme.
Yeah.
Which is Goku.
Oh,
Goku's
yeah.
just it's you brought up the car's extended warranty.
I gotta tell you about your car's extended warranty. Or, do you want to hear about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
And then I was like, I have a letter for you. Your eyes only.
Yeah. And then and then at one point they stop and it's a contest to see who can catch a fish. So Yajirobe's like, haha, check this out. And Goku's like, I already got one, bro. And then they're just broing out, eating on their fish and So anyways, and then they go back to running again.
And then they start hopping across rocks. And this is where Yajirobe finally loses Goku for a little bit. Because he hops and hits a rock real quick.
A rock.
And it cracks, and then Goku, Kenny jumps onto it, falls into the water, flows down the river.
Yeah. And so then Yajirobe gets on a cart, and he's like, finally can relax and take a nap. And Goku's like, Yajirobe! And
I gotta get back to him before the monster attacks.
Meanwhile, the monster attacks. And Yajirobe's just fully, passed out asleep in this cart. And then a full, missile blast just... Well, I know it's a laser beam
to say,
or whatever,
technically, this happens at the very end of the episode, because this is where we cliffhanger it.
What
happens
we're
after,
just going to finish this before we go back to Tien and them.
Yeah,
so, there's a laser missile that comes and just hits the cart. And they're like... Tambourine's like, are you the guy who killed Symbol?
Yeah, to the old farmer who was riding the
farmer's
cart.
And then he looks and he hears Yajirobe make a noise and he's like, oh, that makes more sense.
Yajirobe gets up and has the Dragon Ball around his neck too. He's like,
and so then the farmer pieces out. Goku shows up right then and he's like, how are you alive? He's like, whatever. And then he's like, I want to fight you. And he's like, you want to fight me? I kicked your butt last time. And he's like, but last time I was hungry. I'm full now. It was just hilarious.
Which must sound so dumb to anybody who doesn't know Goku.
Yeah, what does your food level have to do with this?
Well, he's about to find out real fast.
Yeah. But then we'll cut back to Tien and them, because after they got the Dragon Ball from the pirate, they kind of leave the episode for a bit. But then we show back up to them. And they're at this village with this guy... All right, and they're like, it's inside this house. Tien, can you handle this for us? So Tien knocks on the door, talks to the lady who's there, and she's like, what can we do for you? And he's like, I just need to ask you about your car's extended warranty. I'm just kidding. But he talks to her, and he's like, I just wanted to see if you had the... Oh no, it's you. And he's like, yes, it's me.
It's you.
And so he like stands up, and we see like immediately he's like using a cane isn't moving very well, and you're like, okay, so like Tien broke another guy's leg. Okay,
Tien's done it before.
yeah. But then we get a flashback to Tien and this guy fighting in a tournament, and Tien literally has won. The ref is like, it's over. Like, you won.
Like, you don't have to keep fighting him. And Tien's like, I'm gonna kill you, ref. And, like, pushes him out of the way. And then just, like, does a couple, like, another combo on him. And then, like, jumps up and breaks his leg like he did to Yamcha.
Yeah. And then we cut back and he's like, 13. I was immediately rushed to the hospital. I had 13 broken bones. It took me 2 years to get back here.
Back to my house.
Back to my house. And it's like, I'm never going to be the same again. Meanwhile, his partner, spouse, girlfriend, whatever.
It's like doing dishes, I think?
No, she sneaks over and calls the cops.
Oh, yeah, she calls the cops. Right?
And she's like, can you, like, get here? He's here right now. Like, come on. And then the cops break in as, like, Tien's like, okay, I understand we have our problems. I'm sorry.
I really need that Dragon Ball.
I do need the Dragon Ball. He's like, you can take the Dragon Ball from my cold dead hands if I even knew what that was.
And then, like, I hate you. Why the heck would I help you?
Yeah. You broke my leg and ruined my career. I'm never going to be the same. Why would I give you what you want? And then immediately, like, the people break into the SWAT team, it looks like, or like
pulls up. This entire time, Roshi and Chiatsu are outside the house, like waiting.
Yeah,
for
they're just chilling. They're like, it's so nice that Tien has friends. Like, this is so great. I'm so glad he's doing great and catching up with his old pal.
And then, like, the cops show, like the military shows. Like, it's not even the cops. Like, it's the military.
It literally looks like a SWAT team just rolls into town, and it's like, oh, well, maybe we should go see what's going on.
Roshi's like, yeah, don't you worry, Chiatsu. I'm gonna go help Tien here real quick. I'm gonna go take care of getting Tien back.
So Roshi walks in as they're about to like shoot him. They've got like every gun posted at him. He's like, I promise, I'm not
Tien's starting to set up like he's about to have to fight all these guys, all these like cops or whatever.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm not the killer, and he's like, oh please, like you're.
Please.
Yeah, he's like, you are definitely the killer. Look what you did to my leg. If it wasn't rules against you killing me, you would have killed me dead where I stood.
It's like, you're the only person anybody knows that would be willing to do a heinous thing like killing other martial artists and enjoying it.
Yeah, and like, but he's like, yeah, you might have been right when I met you, but I'm not that person anymore. Like, there's been some time that's passed. I've grown, I've changed, I'm sorry. And he's like, I don't want to hear anything about your sorries. And like, at that moment, Roshi walks in and is like, I can attest for him. You know, don't shoot.
And luckily, the sergeant knows who Roshi is. He's like, you must be.
You must.
Like, don't worry. Like then like another like guy just get up to Roshi's head. He's like, don't worry, Sergeant, I got him. He's like, put your gun down. You not know who this is?
Respected elder. That is Master Roshi. Gosh darn it.
That is the king of martial arts. He's like, the king.
Yeah, and he's like, okay. I've been training him, and he is not a bad guy. He's not the killer.
Just because he was bad guy doesn't mean he is bad guy.
Just because you're bad guy does not mean you are bad guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, whatever, we'll leave. Like, we'll believe you because you're Master Roshi and you're a good person. So they all leave, and then Tien's like, I really do need that Dragon Ball. And he's kind of like, then just rip my house apart. I know you want to. I know this is what you are, is a monster who would just tear the whole house apart for whatever he needs. And Tien, like, does the whole, like, throws himself on the ground in apology. And is like, I am sorry for everything I did to you. If you want to break my arms, go for it. You want to get a couple breaks on my leg, go for it. But, like, we need that Dragon Ball to, like, save the world. He says it, like, vaguely, but he's like, that Dragon Ball means more to me than, like, anything. So if you want to do something, like, do whatever you want to me. And then at that point, he's like, you must not be that bad, you know? And so he, you know, is like, you can have the Dragon Ball once he wakes up, because he's asleep right now and he's cuddling the Dragon Ball. And that's these episodes. We cut off right before Tambourine and Goku go for a second round, which we normally know how Goku's second round goes if the first round goes bad. And that's kind of what we were left at. So, Jesse, let's get into your predictions real quick.
Yeah.
How do you think you did, just thinking about it?
I feel like I didn't do great. Might have gotten like 1.
Yeah. Well, you have like 3 total that you guess.
Yeah.
Piccolo sends Tambourine to Symbol's location to check out what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was my obvious pick.
Fight ensues.
Not yet.
Kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
Tien and crew find Tambourine first and has to fight them. That does not happen. That was the one that you really went all out for with his atonement. You're like, his atonement is gonna be he's gonna like sacrifice himself for Goku to get away, not like to die, but to like distract him long enough that Goku can get away to keep getting stronger or whatever. Yeah. That was kind of your thought process, if I remember correctly.
Something along those lines.
And so yeah, you kind of did hit it for a bit, but so how about these episodes? What do you think on these ones? The next 2 episodes are titled Episode 108, Goku's Revenge, and Episode 109, Goku versus King Piccolo. What do you think's going to happen, Jesse?
Well, I think Goku gets his revenge.
Goku gets
obviously Goku and Tambourine fights.
Revenge with Tambourine. Then what do you think's going to happen?
Oh, I think he's going to fight Piccolo.
Goku fights King Piccolo. Wish I could spell Piccolo, even though it's right in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know what else I can't really bait you into saying anything else that would be funny. Because it's just literally, it says all of this,
It's like, I don't like being basic and just picking the obvious. But, I mean, I don't think, the only chance I don't get this is if like they keep delaying things by like episodes, because they do that in like the tournament sagas, like it's Roshi versus Tien and you get Roshi versus Tien for 3 minutes.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, but they're like right at the point where Goku and Tambourine are about to start throwing hands, so I assume they're gonna fight in the first episode.
Yeah. So with that, Jesse, what was your worst part of these episodes?
Worst part of this episodes.
I got a pretty easy one here.
Yeah, Bulma, shut up.
It's Bulma. It's Bulma. It's definitely Bulma. It's like, Bulma, what are you doing?
Bulma, for how smart you are, sometimes you say the darndest things.
You say the most stupid things we've ever heard. You're like, hey, you weird monster who is obviously the villain trying to kill all of our people.
Bulma, very book smart, not street smart sometimes.
She's like, hey, green monster that we've heard so much about that's been killing all the martial artists. Do you want to know who used to live at that island? We did. It's like, what are you doing, Bulma?
What I love, I just thought of was like, man, Bulma, you might want to count your lucky stars that Goku's still alive, because if he wasn't, you might be one of the dumbest people. might be one of the dumbest ones on this team.
I don't know.
Not by pure book smart, but like not understanding social cues. You're not doing great.
And then you also got like sophisticated over here, Mr. Sophisticated Yajirobe.
Yeah, but Yajirobe's gotten an excuse. He hasn't probably interacted with more than just like other hunters for his entire life.
True.
Bulma grew up and went to school, into high school, and still just doesn't know when to shut up.
Yeah. So Jesse, 1, 2, 3, best part.
The chase scene. The chase scene's so funny.
Honorable mention to the scene of the conversation between Tien and that guy.
And then the Giran fight. That was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, we'll give it an honorable mention to that. I would say if we both just weren't so giddy about the chase scene, I would give it to the Tien thing. I think it's more important, and I think it's like better.
It's great character development. See, it really proves that he's committed to like atoning for being such a done. Little piss baby.
Yeah, so much like he, to the point where he's even like, I know it'll hurt our cause, but
like you can break something.
Do what you want to me, like. You
could pull a Doom guy and like take a chainsaw to me. I don't care. Yeah,
and so seeing that, it's like no, he's fully to it, because like the way a normal anti-hero type character would be written in this point would be like, yeah, I did that, and I know I probably shouldn't have, but like that's who I was back then. Give me the Dragon Ball. I'm not that guy no more. I'm trying to help the good guys for gosh darn sake, like give me the freaking thing, like. And then, like, if he doesn't, like, push him up against the wall and, like, ravage the house and stuff, He's like, well, you're right. I was trying to do this a nice way. And then, like, steals the Dragon Ball from the baby and storms out.
Yeah.
But Tien doesn't do that because he really is trying to turn over a new leaf. So, but yeah, I mean, knowing, like, that should be the best part, but it wasn't our favorite part, which I guess is kind of like the differentiating. Objectively, I think the best part is that conversation between them, But my favorite part of the episode was the chase scene because it was just so funny. Because it's like, especially at the beginning when it's like walking, and then walking a little bit faster, then running. It's just, it's
like, and I'm
great.
walking, and I'm walking. It's like this was like I'm walking, and I'm walking faster, and I'm running, and I'm sprinting.
Yeah, and it really is. It's so funny. But I mean, I don't really have anything else to say outside of that. So, Jesse, you got any other notes you want to throw in there?
No, we covered all my notes like right before the now.
All right. Well, then, thank you guys for listening. You can, hopefully you're downloading, subscribing, rating, reviewing, leaving some 5-star ratings. That would make us really happy. You can also reach out to us at becomingsaiyans@gmail.com. or at Becoming Saiyans Pod on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And until next time, I've been Truman.
And I've been Jesse.
And the journey continues. Bye!